Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, December 3rd. We may finally see some changes over the weekend, but until then, this pattern, this Rex block pattern, holds for a few more days. Inversions will continue. We might see them even strengthen a little bit as the ridge gets a little bit stronger before it weakens. We start to see things trying to break down. As early as Friday, but more likely later in the weekend is when we'll start to see really any big impacts for our area. Satellite shows that pattern in place. High pressure over us, low pressure to the south. We've been talking the past few days about this blocking pattern. It's called a Rex block, high to the north, low to the south. But you can already see a little bit of moisture, maybe a little bit of a weak wave coming across into Washington and Oregon. That's really going to not knock down the ridge much, but that's the type of pattern we're looking for later in the week. As we get some little stronger waves to come over the top of the ridge to finally push that pattern and push it out of the way a little bit. And you'll notice on that weather risk outlook, we continue to not advertise much. We have showers on Saturday, but again, at this point, the blend of models, our blend of models forecast is producing some rainfall on Saturday. The models themselves, if you look at all those extended forecast models, maybe by Saturday evening, early Sunday morning, something moving into the central mountains, but really not expecting much until we get to Sunday across the area. Temperatures for today, we're still looking at very similar temperatures, quite a few 40s and some low 50s across the region. And you'll notice those we go into tomorrow, we start to see the temperatures coming down a little bit, even a little bit more in the where we're seeing those stronger inversions simply because of that ridge amplifying a little bit over the area. Warmer temperatures once you get into the Magic Valley, some of those areas, and into the Treasure Valley, pushing 50 degrees. Maybe even down towards City Rocks, we're pushing 50 tomorrow afternoon. For Thursday, very similar conditions, a little bit cooler across the board, even into Friday as well. We'll see that pattern really kind of holding, warmest temperature staying to the west. And then as we go into Saturday, with that system trying to work in, we get a little bit of wind, a little mixing, a little downslope, and you can kind of see that reflected in the temperature forecast. Burley, Rockland, Pocatello up through Idaho Falls compared to the rest of the area. And where the inversion is not as strong, or in areas that are outside of the inversion, still looking at some low 50s throughout the period. So you're not seeing changing much. So we talked about that potential for moisture on Saturday. This is currently what the probability of seeing any type of precipitation on the low end, not a thing. Maybe not even some sprinkles Saturday evening. Or I should say on the low end. Some of the models that are producing rainfall, they've got some decent rainfall, not much, except outside of the Central Mountains and up in Island Park, and we're still only looking at a tenth. Again, this is not set in stone. This will change. Just kind of gives you an idea right now of where the forecasts are kind of falling with in terms of not only the chance of moisture, but how much could fall if we actually do get moisture that early on with this pattern change coming up over the weekend. So once again, this pattern is holding for a few more days. Inversions will continue and actually get a little bit stronger with high pressure amplifying a little bit over the area. And showers return by next weekend. I would definitely say by Sunday, maybe as early as Friday or Saturday, but the trend is drier and drier each day as we get closer to the weekend, pushing everything off till Sunday for the best chance of precipitation. Have a great day and do stay safe out there, everyone.